You do not need to be dragging yourself down to the gym and messing around with heavy, awkward gym equipment to grow your glutes. If you're someone who prefers to work out at home or can't get to the gym for various reasons, or just want to switch it up a bit, this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, achieving significant growth in your gluteal muscles requires far more than just performing a few exercises. Let's just get that straight right from the start. You need to understand that building muscle in any area of your body requires an approach that combines targeted exercises, proper nutrition, rest, and of course, consistency. All of these steps must be implemented to get results. You cannot just do one or the other or pick a couple. They all have to work together to maximize your results. One big mistake that people make is they spend far too much time focusing on specific exercises and neglecting to focus on proper nutrition. They don't realize just how important food is when it comes to building muscle. Muscle requires fuel to grow, and you get that fuel from food, most specifically protein-rich foods, because protein is a macronutrient responsible for growth, strength, and repair of muscles. Without adequate protein, you won't be able to grow muscle. Also, if you do have your training plan and your nutrition down pat, if you don't stay consistent with it, you still won't get results. Consistency is key to getting anywhere. Now, when I say consistency, I don't mean do it for a couple of weeks or do it for a month or a couple of months. You need to do this for a very long period of time. Ideally, you need to make it a lifestyle. That's how you get results, and you can maintain it long term. So before I demonstrate these 3 highly effective exercises to grow your glutes, I need to cover a couple very important things first. Okay, number 1 is progressive overload resistance training. To really grow your glutes, applying progressive overload is essential. This means gradually increasing the weight or intensity over time to ensure your muscles remain challenged so that they can grow. This can be done multiple ways, such as simply increasing the weight, supersets, drop sets, and volume. Now, varying up your rep ranges and sets is really important. Higher reps with lighter weights improve muscle endurance, while lower reps with heavier weights promote muscle hypertrophy. A well-rounded routine should encompass both. Okay, the next one you need to be focusing on is nutrition. The foods you consume on a daily basis is so important. A balanced diet of carbs, healthy fats, and high-protein foods is vital for muscle growth. Protein provides the building blocks necessary for muscle repair and growth. Incorporate lean protein sources such as tofu, tempeh, legumes, and fish into your meals. It's also really important that you get enough carbs in your diet from as many whole foods as possible. Carbs is your body's number 1 energy source, and you need this to get through your workouts. Do not be scared of carbs. Carbs will not make you fat, and excess in calorie consumption is what makes people fat. To promote muscle growth, a slight caloric surplus is likely to help you get faster results. However, this is likely to cause you to gain a little extra fat in the process. If you have a well-dialed nutrition program with adequate protein to promote muscle growth, you can still build muscle while being in a caloric deficit. But just be prepared for it to take a little bit longer. Alright guys, next one is rest and recovery. You might think that by pushing through workout after workout will get you results faster, but in actual fact, it could be hindering your progress. You must allow adequate time in between workouts to avoid overtraining. Also, it's good to aim for 7 to 9 hours quality sleep per night. Alright, the last thing I'm going to cover, and it's definitely not the least important, and that is consistency. Growing your glutes, just like any other muscle group, takes time. Consistency is key. I cannot stress this enough. You have to be doing the right exercises repeatedly and applying progressive overload, and stay consistent with this to get results. Progress will not be immediate. You have to accept that. However, with dedication and patience, results will come. Also, you want to make sure that you regularly assess your progress and adjust your training and nutrition plan as necessary. If you find that you hit a plateau, which is possible, you may need to change up your training plan accordingly. Okay guys, with all of that important stuff out the way, and I really hope you didn't skip through, here are 3 dumbbell exercises that you can do to help grow your glutes. Exercise 1 is the reverse lunge. The reverse lunge is one of the best exercises for targeting your lower glutes. However, if not executed correctly, you will place too much emphasis on your quads, and your glutes won't be activated as much as they could be to really promote muscle growth. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, holding your dumbbells at your sides. It's important to keep your lower leg vertical while at the same time slightly tilting your upper body forward and pressing your hips back. If your knee ends up over your toes, this is a very quad dominant movement. Keeping it straight ensures your glutes are being activated. Now, there's a difference between leaning forward and caving in your chest and leaning forward with a fully engaged core with open chest and shoulders. The latter is what you want to aim for. As you come back up, focus on pushing your hips up and forward while pressing your heels down into the floor. By pressing your heels into the floor, this is activating the lower glute and less emphasis on the quad. Aim to perform 8 to 12 reps in 3 to 4 sets. If you aren't feeling enough resistance in your glutes near the end of each set, you might want to either increase your weight or perform more reps. Exercise number 2 is hip thrust. For this, you will need a low bench or chair to rest your back on. Place your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Hold the dumbbell horizontally just below your hip bones, but not too far down your thighs. Adjust your sitting position so that the bench or chair is resting just below your shoulder blades. As you come up, what you don't want to do is push too much through your back. You don't want to be arching your back at the top of the movement. Instead, your upper back gently hinges against the bench while pushing your pelvis up and squeezing your glutes at the top. As you come back down, control the movement, keeping your core engaged. If your foot position is too narrow, you won't get enough glute activation. Be careful not to place your feet too far away from the center of your body. By doing this, you will place too much emphasis on the hamstrings. If your feet are too far in, you will place too much emphasis on your quads or limit your ability to perform the movement correctly. While the first 2 exercises targeted primarily your gluteus maximus, this exercise targets your gluteus medius. Now what you want to do is lie on your side, propped up with your elbow. Make sure that your body is straight, meaning your hip is parallel to the ceiling. You don't want to have your hip too far back or too far forward. Don't sink through your hips and really lengthen through your core. Bend the knee of your bottom leg so it gives you more stabilization. Now you can do this with or without dumbbells. This exercise doesn't actually require a dumbbell, so I'm going to perform without. Place your top hand on the floor in front of you to give you additional support. Slowly bring your top leg up and squeeze your glutes. You will feel tension in your gluteus medius. As you bring your leg up, make sure it stays parallel to your body. You don't want it to be too far forward. By doing this, you will limit the ability to target your glute. Perform this in a controlled movement, keeping your knees straight. I recommend 8 to 15 reps in 3 to 4 sets. Okay guys, so there are 3 exercises that you can do with and without dumbbells to really grow your glutes. Once again, remember to apply a combination of progressive overload, good nutrition, rest and recovery, and consistency. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you got something out of this and found it beneficial. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.